Cool.
So we put a post up. Was it over a week ago?
Yeah, it was last week.
About some questions.
I feel like it's a really interesting topic to have a couple that both fight. So I thought if anyone had any questions that were not inappropriate, then delve into the life of the Morrises. We are not related, by the way, nor are we married. My God. Okay. Yeah, just happen to have the same name. So, first question, which is my favourite question. In what ways have each of you made the other a better fighter? Christopher. No pressure.
Okay, I think for myself, I think you used to go to a lot of different gyms, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I never really used to do that. I only used to ever go to one other gym.
Yeah.
That's in Scotland. So I think you've definitely put that habit into me now.
It's good to get different looks from other gyms.
Definitely not.
You can take things away and like bring it back to your own gym and like help bring up your team.
There's definitely benefits to doing that.
Yeah, I think it helps. Sometimes when you're in your own gym, they get wise to your style. So things that normally work don't work with them because everyone knows your style. Like everyone knows what I'm going to go for. And going to different gyms, you're kind of reminded, yeah, okay, the basics do work. My usual stuff does work, especially when people don't see it coming. So I think it's just good to reassure you that your style does work.
Yeah. What about you?
I think for me is the way I talk to myself during rounds. Like sometimes I can defeat myself before I go into a round. So if someone looks stronger or I know they're a good fighter, I kind of like in my head I'm already defeated. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to take them down or whatever. So it really affects the round. Whereas Chris has actually helped me. He said to me the other day, I was training with someone, and he said, just don't stop moving until you get something. And I was like, right, okay, just don't stop moving, just keep going. Don't, because as soon as you let someone, especially someone bigger or stronger, let them set their position, then it's so much worse, so much harder. So I think that really helped. Definitely the way I talk to myself when I'm training. Yeah, definitely. Do you try to align your fights and fight camps together or not? In short, no.
No, not really. Just if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, just keep going, doesn't it?
Yeah, you fight more regularly anyway. I just fight if and when. But it's quite cool being on the same card.
Oh yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm better now. Like that grappling comp, loved that so much. I think I was like really focused on myself, whereas previously I've been a bit split between the two.
Yeah.
But like able to enjoy it more, definitely. Is it hard to celebrate wins if the other has lost? Chris?
In some ways, yeah. Yeah. Because you know it's in the back of your. I know it's in the back of your mind. Do you know what I mean? And if I'm there like screaming, shouting like, "Woo!" You know what I mean?
I'm there crying myself.
Yeah, it's I don't want to ignore, obviously the side that's happened on your end. So yeah, but that's not necessarily to say that it's a bad thing, because obviously what's happened's happened, and it's going to happen to me eventually. So I think I more just had to be more patient. That's all. I'd say is the main thing.
You were good.
That I found with it.
You were good at letting me, like when I had my moments, like, being there for me and being patient with my emotions towards it.
Yeah,
and not rubbing it in my face. But you don't really.
I
know, but you don't really. It's not like after you win, you go out like fucking shouting off the rooftops. I just fucking won. Like, so it was never going to be an issue. It was, in hindsight, it's actually, I'm really glad we had that experience. Like, We were in A&E for like 8 hours, and his mate brought us food at like 2 in the morning.
Jack,
Yeah, it was actually quite fun. Do you find yourself in competition with each other? Me, in my mind, yes, all the time. But I mean, there's no competing for you. I think
yes, in somewhat in aspects, yeah. If it's at the start of the session, it's like, let's say if we do on the Wednesday the jiu-jitsu, it's just rounds. No, because it's like just warming up. There's nothing I'm not really bothered. But if we both agree, I'll be going for it.
I get strangled every time.
It's different then, isn't it?
Every time. Any position I get on you is given.
No, that's not fair.
Get on the track.
No, that's not true.
I do find, yeah, I find there's more comparison than competition, I think, on my side in my head. Like, yeah, I think all the things you physically can do, I feel like I should physically do, but I'm a 66 kilo female and you're an 80 kilo male.
There's a difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you believe males are better fighters than females, not due to the technical skill, but due to the fact we aren't made for it? I bet this guy that says we are made for it is not a fighter. I guarantee it. I don't know, have you seen the state of female fighters lately? They're jacked to fuck. Ask me like 30 years ago and maybe I'd have said yes. But
no, I think, I don't know, I feel like you're trying to get to a certain point here. Yes,
I think I'm missing the point.
I think yes, to answer the question.
Yeah, like,
But
female bodies aren't really, like, biologically we built for making babies. Like, every time, TMI, but every time I'm in a fight camp, and a lot of women are in fight camps, or just heavily training for anything, it can really mess your cycle up, can really affect your body. So
I think the fact that we have greater testosterone helps a lot as well.
yeah, definitely. Like, physiologically, men are, I guess, built for it, which I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to.
But then, on the other hand, it's more impressive when a woman does make it then, in the opposite side of it.
Absolutely.
Because there's got a lot of things going against it that way.
You have no idea how many hormones I have to deal with.
Yeah. And that making weight as well.
Making weight is a lot harder for women.
That's hard though.
Yeah.
Hard for men anyway, but fucking hell if you've got hormones on top of that.
Hormones in women generally tend to have a higher body fat percentage and a slower sweat rate. Well, I do anyway. Right.
That's for sure.
What is your both respective favourite techniques that the other does to each other?
I can't provide. I'm editing now.
No.
Okay, so when you spar, it's fucking well annoying to do with like the way you go like side to side and that. Oh fucking hell, that's annoying.
Nice.
I mean, sometimes it works in my favour because I get to land the kick as you go in that direction.
I eat it up though.
But a lot of the time, I'm like getting hit from angles that what the fuck I didn't even see them.
Do you know what's mad though? In a fight, straightforward.
Yeah.
Straightforward.
It works though, go
Head, fucking do the head first. I mean, it's intimidating, I guess. Maybe, right? Lexi? Yeah. I worked actually quite a bit of that with Gav. I don't know specific techniques, although you do have a pretty sexy Peruvian necktie, I won't lie. I really like your style. So like your relentless wrestling. Like your fights, 5 3-minute rounds, I don't think people understand just how physically hard that is to wrestle and like control someone and like a full grown man for so long. And to make for the other guy on the receiving end, it makes you feel really helpless, I think.
I don't know, I feel like it's harder at the start. The way I've always looked at it, there's always like a breaking point in it.
Yeah, true. I guess the first round's the best.
The first round's like the hardest one. But everyone's brilliant in the first round, everyone. Like everyone looks great, everyone feels strong.
But that's the best.
Yeah. But if they can get through that, you just watch it downhill then, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So it looks really good and looks really easy, but that's in some sense not because it's not their fault. Like, well, I suppose you say it is their fault.
You've just got a relentless
Yeah, I don't know.
pace.
I don't know where I was going with that one.
That's fine, that's fine. Breezing past. Yeah, I like that you've got a relentless pace, and like you said to me in that wrestling class, you don't stop until you get something. You're so good at chaining it. Like me, for ages, I was like dead set on one technique, and I was wondering why it wasn't working. And then when you start chaining them together, you're like, because I'm not actually creating a reaction.
Yeah.
You can't just jump for things unless it's like people are unaware and they're not, they're brand new to the sport.
But the problem with that, I don't think you can expect them to do that, have that reaction to it.
Exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
There was another question, what do you do for strength and conditioning, but yeah.
Marcus Harrison. That's the secret.
Nice.
Well, that's my secret.
Nice. Here, big boy. Here, big boy.
He's good. Very good.
Thick ass legs.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, thick. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice one. That's all the questions we got. Cool. Thanks.